What's up guys? Today Iherng is going to visit Music Bliss, which is I thought a small scale piano setting, right? Mana tau it's 2 shop lot, 4 stories all the way. By the way, this is operated by one of my NFT members. His name is Jonathan and he's a shareholder of this company which is humongous. Anyway, this is located in Petaling Utama. And the main reason why we are here today is to solve several questions because ultimately after we built our journey to own a dream home, right? And part of that dream home always involves music components like a piano for our kids, a music room, airy room, karaoke room, whatsoever. Even we have offices, how do we then treat the audio system? We have lecture halls for developer setting, right? If we want our management to install an airy room so music teachers can come and teach. All this kind of thing, I have no idea, but I have received a lot of questions from you guys. Today, we're going to resolve that. Let's go find Jonathan now. Okay guys, so the person standing right next to me will be Jonathan.
Hi.
So he is the, what do you call yourself?
I'm the CEO of Music Bliss. Yeah.
So humble. Anyway, so we knew each other for some time already, but we even visited one of his properties, but we will not disclose which one. But what's very cool is he owns this place, and I was surprised for the first time when I come and visit. I thought, hey, come and see my music store. Then it's like, I think sell guitar maybe, but woof, I was so wrong. But anyway, maybe you can introduce your Music Bliss a little bit.
Hi guys. First of all, thanks Sean for making a visit here today. And yeah, welcome to Music Bliss. We are here as a solutions provider for all your music instruments as well as all your professional audio needs. We are situated strategically in PJS. Please feel free, you can Google Waze us. Just drop by, our friendly sales specialist will be here to assist you.
And you are here for how long already?
Actually, the business started since 2010 by our founder. And for this new building, we moved over 2018.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah. What kind of services just you cover, like all music solutions, right? But what does it mean?
Okay, actually the company initially started off as a music academy, and then it actually, as time goes by, the students that were in our academy were constantly inquiring about gear and equipment, how to elevate their performances. So the founder eventually, instead of just teaching, he actually moved on to start to sell. So it all started off with just one guitar, and then he moved on to pianos, and thereon constantly we move up to different solutions.
Up to 4 stories of them lah.
So back then, the shop actually we started with just 1 floor, and it's just an above and 7-Eleven. It's just 5 minutes nearby. So back then, everything was crammed into one. The classrooms were there, the retail showroom was there, the service warranty room was there, everything was there. So eventually, as time goes by, with also the boom of e-commerce, it helped elevate and improve the business as a whole. So with that, we knew we needed more space, and hence we decided to move here
and expand. Yeah, but just now also like the camera guy also said that they bought a lot of things from you via online.
Yep.
No one actually kind of visited the physical store before.
Yep.
You guys are missing out, really. Now let's start by, so there's 4 stories, we are now in the highest floor. And what is this space all about?
Okay, so this space mainly focuses on all the pro audio solutions. So example, if you require solutions for a commercial area, such as you want to set up a showroom, you want to have a cafe, etc., or a conference room, we have all the solutions need for you here. I'll let probably my sales or product specialist share with you even further about that.
Okay, so now we have Mr. Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken.
Yeah, so tell us more about what we have.
Right, in this floor, we consider it's a pro audio showroom. So we have a live sound pro audio system, and also we have some installation speaker, basically for our cafe, boutique, and also showroom.
Okay, I don't know anything about audio, right? I have a space right now. So if I were to come here, what's the right budget for an acceptable level of audio system?
First of all, we need to know what is your application first. Right. Let's say you are planning to opening a cafe. So I would say your luxury budget is depend what kind of outcome do you want to achieve? A premium audio or just an entry level or just a standard one? So for a standard one, we will see about 10 to 15,000 ringgit. For a standard, slightly premium, we say 20 to 30,000. And for a premium and comfortable audio, we will say 40 to 50,000, including the installation cost.
Or including installation
Yeah.
costs. So do you come in at a stage when ID designers are in or after?
We will work together with the ID designer.
So it's best before lah.
Yes.
Okay. Then most of the time, after people do finish already, only they
we have to
hack lor.
hack the wall.
Then the ID
do
will
seal
quarrel
it.
with you all lah.
Yeah.
That
So
happened
it's
to my
best
side
that we work together with the ID team.
Okay, so if let's say if it's 20,000, like what are the components that are important within this kind of setting?
Alright, the most important is of course the speaker itself and also the amplifier to power up the speakers. And also you need the media player, and also optional one is the mixer. You want it to be directly on the phone, or sometimes the cafe have performance, they will need a mixer to connect all the equipment together.
Sorry,
to the
mixer is this
speaker.
one, right?
Yeah.
Why you laugh? I don't know, ma. Yeah, that's why I asked, ma. So okay, mixer. Is there any cafe that comes with a mixer?
Yes, there is a cafe that do both concept, which is they have a performer to come to perform to their customer. Some 3-piece band, buskers.
Oh wow. Okay. Then newbie question, right? My level, because I go to my ice cream store, they only have one Bose speaker in it, and I think it's noisy, right? So in that sense, does the file of the music actually affects the quality?
Yes or no? First of all, the choice of speaker is also very important, regardless the file quality. Because the speaker is to cover certain area itself. So if you put a speaker, a small speaker to cover the whole area, so the speaker have to be blast very loud.
Okay.
And affected those customers who sit near the speaker. You hear very loud, but customer they far from the speaker, they cannot hear clearly.
So it's also depending, like some of the audience here will have like mansions. Their AV theater is bigger than my house. So it depends also if it's a single directional or a multi-directional kind of setting also, right?
Yeah.
So you guys also provide consultation?
Yes, but we are not on the AV home theater solution, but we do come to customer that they want the BGMs, music in their whole entire bungalow, such as they want to hear some river sound, some bird chirping sound. So we have a speaker like ceiling speaker for their application, and also some wall mount speaker. They wanted the audio to play all the time.
Wow.
We also have a audio solution for a garden. Let's say they want to serve their friend in the garden.
So you got fake bird sound?
We can play the bird sound, and then we place we call it garden speaker. This is it, the garden speaker, to install it so that they can have a zen kind of feeling during
Now,
their
for
tea
those who
time.
don't believe, right, last time when I walk into townships, people actually install fake bird sound one to make you feel better. It's real, right?
Yes.
Okay, just curious. How much is one of these?
This one roughly about 4 to 5,000 ringgit.
Per one? One.
Yeah.
And the coverage, like?
Coverage about 15 meter
Okay.
radius.
Now, dear Mr. Developers, it's not very expensive. Because if you put into your green garden area, at least you bluff me into feeling better, right? And what are some of the things that you have here?
Yeah, this one is we are most recommended for homeowner. They want to install some BGM in their house. You can get about this small size, 2-inch driver. And if you want to be more discreet one, more nice, this is the smallest one that we have. Most customers install in their kitchen, bathroom.
If it's just a normal terrace house, the living room, which is like this, so what would be a recommended solution?
Yeah, maybe you can get this 2-piece and also 1 piece of the subwoofer to enhance the low frequency to give you more real sound experience.
Okay, when you say low frequency, right, what does it mean? I mean,
Low frequency is something like bass. Sometimes this kind of frequency will give you make your mood more calm, not so rushing. That's why the high frequency is actually making you more stressed. Like the chipping, you'll be more stressful.
okay.
Alright.
Okay, because now at my house, I only have the
Soundbar,
soundbar.
yeah.
So if I want to upgrade
Yeah.
into, so this will be the next level.
Yes.
And the budget is around?
Starting from 10,000 ringgit, go up to 50 and 60,000. Depend how big is your house. How many
not very
speakers?
big, What about sound partitioning? Because when it gets loud, right, does it affect my neighbor and all?
Yes, that's why the speaker size selection is very important. We need to know which area that you want to cover and how loud that you want to go to. Let's say if you are terrace house, about 1,000 square feet, we will not recommend such a big size speaker. We go for the smaller one. Usually they don't travel very far and also cannot penetrate through the wall.
Oh, okay. Cool. And what are those long looking ones?
This one we call it a portable wireless system. What application is suitable to use is that when you have a party in your house that you don't want to rent the speaker, you want to have your own system. This is the best solution for you. Why do I mean best solution? Because it's very portable. You can detach the speaker and store it in your storeroom. And once you have a birthday party, you can just install it and rock and roll.
We have visited homes with humongous scale, so I think this also applies if you have the budget and if you're a person who emphasizes a lot on sound quality, right? I'm so noob in this subject. But how much does one of these actually cost?
This one costs about 3,000 to 4,000 ringgit
For one piece?
for one piece, together with the high frequency and also the subwoofer.
Oh, so what's the common mistakes when they move into a new house? Like there's a bungalow and I feel very excited.
Yep.
Right? I got budget, I got money.
Common mistake that they choose the wrong type of speaker. For example, they want speaker to be loud. They thought the bigger the speaker, the louder it is.
Oh,
But the technology is getting more advanced. Even the small speaker size is actually very loud. Why I say the mistake? Because when you are purchasing this kind of box, we call it box speaker, most of the time they forgot about they want to add a stand. So the stand is actually cause the aesthetic not so nice. That's why we come to the aesthetic and nice looking for home application. This is the better solution. And also it comes with a subwoofer. And this one, if you buy a box speaker, doesn't come with subwoofer. You have to invest another
piece
of subwoofer.
So is it advisable to get combined or to get separate?
Combined is better for home application.
Oh, so it saves more space
Yeah,
also.
just more spaces and it looks nicer. For safety purpose, if you have kids at your home, this one is more
Oh,
fragile.
okay. Good point.
Yeah.
So the bigger doesn't mean the better the sound.
Yeah.
Well, this is only for output, right? We haven't talked about input just yet. So because I see a lot of microphones here.
Yeah.
And
Some of the customer they wanted to have a karaoke system in their
yes.
home.
Yes.
And also some have music knowledge with music knowledge, some are without music knowledge. So some customer they are wanted a better quality of microphones, such as those pasar malam microphone. They may be comfortable for a non-singer, but when you come a professional singer, they want to be a proper microphone. So this is the better solution for you. This is a stage performing microphone, which also can be used for karaoke lah. The frequency is more neutral, it's more flat, no colored. Some karaoke mic they are colored. They have a more high frequency. When you sing, you sound like a pop star. Some good singer they want a flat response microphone.
Okay, what's the difference between flat and high frequency? Meaning it's the sound that goes in is already altered.
Yes, they already colored for you. They already help you to boost the high. So when you sing, you doesn't need to so much strength to sing it out the high notes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so bluff people one.
Yeah. Not to bluff, like help you to sing better.
Wow, what a good word. So I think this one also, this one like podcast, I think podcast has been a very big thing.
Yeah, we have a lot of customers, they're doing their home studio podcasting, streaming. This is the solution we have for them. We have this Shure MV7. Alright, this is very straightforward. There's an audio interface built in the microphone itself.
Okay.
So you only need to mic
Usually a mic needs to go into a
interface.
before it gets exported out.
Yeah. You need to convert the analog signal from the microphone into a digital signal so that your computer can recognize the signal. Basically, it's a converter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think for a lot of people who understands that it's very good, right? Because I kind of bought the wrong microphone once, don't have the
Audio interface.
then cannot work one. To me, buying the interface versus buying a new microphone, the price almost the same.
Yeah.
Then so I think now things are getting really compact. It's always advisable to get experts' advice. So it's either we need to maximize cost, we need to maximize space. Because our desk not very big.
Yes.
Right? A non-pro, for a YouTuber, right? What would be your suggestion?
For YouTuber, their starting pack I would say we recommend this one, MV88 Plus. It's a stereo microphone that can connect directly into your camera and also your smartphone.
So if I got more budget, then this like what are the like these kind of systems then?
This is the wireless mic for gym trainer. They want to dance and also give instruction to their students. This is a microphone for it lah.
So this microphone then connects into the speaker.
Speakers.
Then only you will have a proper. Or if I were to have those kind of gatherings, right, I think we will need 1, 2, right? Okay, we'll discuss later on discounts. Okay guys, so now we have Zeke and he's the specialist for this area. So what are the products here, bro? Can you introduce and share a little bit?
Hi. So here at Music Bliss we have digital drums and also acoustic drums. So for digitals we have brands such Roland, New X, Behringer and Yamaha. And for acoustic we have Pearl, Tama and also Yamaha.
So when you advise clients, right, what's the right drum set for my kid, right? Then what's the criteria like?
Alright, so normally for home practice, especially for student, we will highly recommend digital drum because normally for people who live in condo, for example, we don't want to disturb people, right? So we will highly recommend digital drum because you can have silent practice. And also if you're using amp or headphone, you can control the volume accordingly.
Okay. At what level then you would?
Normally people who live in landed house, we can suggest acoustic drum lah because it's more suitable for them. And also normally for studio, practice studio or maybe school, then we will suggest acoustic drum.
So what's the budget range like for drum set?
Starting range will be without the cymbals. The drums only will be around 2.5k, but with the cymbal I can say starting price is 3k lah.
Okay, just curious, right? This one got second-hand price one or not?
Yes.
Got lah, so meaning?
If brands like Pearl, Tama, then you
Confirm
can
got lah.
sell that, yes.
So it's, okay, I'm not trying to trade, okay, I'm just trying to upgrade, okay? Just let's say, right, if my kid were to want to get into drums, so it's best that we have this. And this solves the problem of disturbance as well, right?
Correct. For digital drum, we'll solve that.
What are the advice that you would give somebody when I want to invest in a drum now? So what are the things that you will look for?
Okay. First of all, you need to know where do you live lah. For example, that like I told you just now, we have some case that people bought acoustic drum and they want to return it back because acoustic drum disturb their neighbor, correct. And you need to know your place first lah. If you think your house is suitable for acoustic drum, then you can buy. But we will suggest to our customer accordingly lah when they come here.
So mainly it's the space lah, but in terms of the condition of the space, that like is it like heat or like must it be fully aircon?
For acoustic drum, yes, you need to really see on the.
How do I take care of it?
Yes, acoustic drum you need to do that because this is real wood.
Okay.
But for digital drum,
it's less maintenance lah.
Correct.
So digital drum prices are also around the same?
Around that, correct.
But for digital drum, I think I see a lot of wires.
Correct. It's like you use your common electronic items basically.
So I will need socket points also lah.
Correct.
So how many socket points must I have?
Only one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for example, this one, right? This is the power. Same one, 9 volt also.
Okay.
Same as
The normal house
yes,
plugs.
correct. One, but all of the pads will connect here. See, only one.
Okay.
This one connect everything lah basically.
Is it very hard to install? No lah.
No, but when you buy on Music Bliss, we offer free delivery and installation around Klang Valley and KL.
Okay.
So don't need to worry about installation lah.
Yeah, I see wire banyak, I takut loh. Demo a bit lah. Demo a bit.
Sure.
My greatest fear, right, is when my kid cannot play so well. This is like after years of training, the starting stages, right? Wow. I think we can mute this down, right?
Can.
So how?
Okay, so like I told just now, silent practice, right? So you can use your headphone, you connect to the module, and then you can turn off the amp, then you can practice.
Okay lah. At least I can close the door and he's not in existence lah.
Correct.
But does it differ like when this one transition over to?
Okay, that's why for digital drum we have two types of pads. We have something like this. This one we call it as rubber pad, and this one is mesh pad.
Okay.
Mesh pad emulate the real feel as the drum skin, the real drum skin. That's why normally mesh pad will be slightly higher in price, but you will have the real feel as the real drum.
Is there any maintenance required?
For digital drum, not as acoustic drum. Only, like I said just now, only like common electronic items. How you take care of it. Yeah.
Okay. Is it common for people to buy like acoustic drums in their house?
I can say not as common as digital drum.
Or now lah?
Yes, nowadays, correct.
Here for a bungalow also got this one.
Bungalow, then I have one customer also. He live in landed house, one house only, but he prefer digital drum because if you play this kind of drum also, you will maybe disturb
The whole neighbor.
yeah
If
people
you're-
around your house also.
If you're good, then okay. If you
Yes,
not so
yeah.
good. Nice. Thanks, man.
Right. Thank you so much.
The first 2 minutes ikan je. Okay, now we are in level 2, right? And we have Leon.
Yes, hi.
And I heard you're also a musician as well.
Yes.
So-
I'm actually performing and doing some in-house recording lah.
Is that why the reason he put mask, he don't be able to recognize?
Oh no. Yeah, I forgot to mask.
So what is this floor all about?
Okay, so this floor is mainly we have a service for helping people to design their home studio, their recording studio, and then we do offer some of the equipment for like podcasting also.
Okay,
so
cool.
whenever you want to do like a home studio, podcasting, live streaming also we do. And then this equipment we support for everyone who want to do this kind of content lah.
Okay. So when you talk about home studio, means people who wants to produce music, lah, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, because the studio in my mind is a whole different thing.
Right.
No. My studio is a studio apartment studio.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what are the criteria then for a home studio set? Because since we are in in one.
So we have a demo set here, so you can take a look. So basically, do offer the audio interface and then a varieties of speakers, and then the older equipment all we support for like the needy who want to do like electronic kind of music. They can use this type to do the kind of content and stuff lah.
Okay.
And then speakers. Yeah, so the speakers, although we say is actually for like recording kind of use, but actually some people use it for casual listening also.
Wow.
Yes. So
Casual listening at this
Casual
level is not casual anyway.
yeah, because this kind of speaker they offer like a really kind of detailed sounding. It's not like those kind of hi-fi setting. Usually it's extra bass or like more kind of dynamic until it's almost kind of picking level. But this time is more of a clean, detailed sounding, and then more of the nice resonant. Yeah, if you want to take a listen, I can.
Of course.
Yeah. So although it's like a heavy kind of beat songs, but you don't hear that much of bass.
Yeah,
You can hear the
It's not
detail-
noisy.
Yeah, it's not noisy. Yeah, and then you can hear like the details of every instrument.
Cool. So for a set like this, right, what are the components again? Maybe you can list.
Okay, so first thing, you always need the audio interface lah. So this is act like a car engine that support the everything for your equipments lah. So your speaker is connected to here, your mic is connected to here, headphone is connected to here lah. So basically this is like the foundation core that you need,
Okay.
which is the audio interface. And then secondly is the speaker, the studio monitors. Where
I don't need so many lah actually, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because this is just a
Demo
we have
lah.
a demo
Okay.
for reference for customers to get out lah. Okay, for recording, then you need a mic, the mic to connect to the interface to do recordings. And then the final things is the software. So software is something like this, the recording software.
Okay, cool.
Everything you connect it here will be shown in the software.
So how, like, in terms of plug points, right? Do you need a lot?
Plug points, I would say you will need at least 2 to 3.
Right.
At least 2 to 3. Yeah.
So one, PC, if the monitor also one.
Yeah, monitor is I would say 2 lah, because one side is each side is one PowerPoint, and then the final one is your computer.
Around 2 to 3.
2 to 3 lah, not including monitor. I think monitor 4.
Yeah, 4. So in total, I think you will need. So that's some tips, right? I think it's very important to know.
Yeah.
Because like most of our rooms comes with 1 or 2.
Yeah. And
Yeah, so
then
we need-
some you need to add on the extra power point also.
So how much would a set like this cost?
Okay, so usually this kind of set, I would say if you want to go with the safer budget lah, it will be around 2 to 3K. 3K. We can design a 2 to 3K range for you. Basically, our sales consultant here, we will do like a design lah. Basically, maybe a quotation also. So just to let you know, like, okay, which is the best offer for within this kind of price range that you can design for your home use,
Okay.
or maybe for your studio use.
But in this kind of setting, then does the size of the room matters?
Okay, this one is really matters lah. One thing is because if you stay in the condo, let's say, it might affect your neighbor.
Okay.
When you have like a big speaker like this, then you will need to consider maybe a smaller kind of size.
Okay.
Or maybe kind of smaller kind of a subwoofer also. That's pretty much depends on how you want to set your studio, your final call.
Because now all the walls connected, floor connected,
Yeah.
habis. I pray very hard my neighbor is not a musician.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what else we have here?
Yeah, so the other things we have is the piano. Piano section. Here is our piano sections. We have keyboards for performance use, and then digital piano for home use. Home package kind of piano for learning purpose and practice purpose. Yeah, so to make your house look more classy.
Wow. You put this one, your house price increase.
Yeah, hard classy a bit.
Okay. Okay, so I just got to know this, right?
Yeah.
Piano also requires plug point.
Yes, correct. For right now, there's two types of piano mainly. One is what we call the digital piano, and what the other one is the traditional classic kind of piano. That's what we call the acoustic piano. But right now, actually, acoustic piano, some of them require plug point also, because they want to have the heater inside
So
to maintain the piano humid.
Okay.
They humid the piano lah, just to make it dry. If in the condo setting right now, most of my customers, they stay in condo, they are more towards the digital piano side.
Okay.
One thing is acoustic piano hard to take it up like super high.
Yeah. You stated this story, then good luck.
Yeah. So they were more towards like a digital piano kind of design already right now.
Cool. And what are the ranges like?
For digital piano. Okay, so right now we have mainly two types. One is the portable types, which is kind of famous right now. This type is actually portable because they are, it doesn't need to assemble like the old piano kind of design.
What's the weight like for one of these?
This is around 10 to 12 kg.
Okay lah.
So they are more easy to taking care of. Yeah. Secondly is you can switch it wherever you want. Maybe in the living room, maybe to the room, or maybe to a kitchen also.
Yeah.
You want to play in kitchen also, you can play inside the kitchen. And then this type also, they have much more on the sound function.
Okay.
So for example, you can have the, for example, this piano, you are able to have the traditional piano sound. Then you can have the electric piano sound.
Oof.
Yeah, then you can mix the sound together. Yeah, so this type also they are able to connect to headphone.
Oh, that's the best.
That's the best, yes. So
Yes,
when
yes.
you live
I
in
don't
condo,
listen
you don't
to
want
the
to disturb
suffering.
with your neighbor, then you can plug into the headphones
Okay.
to silent practice, and then lower down the volume. Yeah, to lower down the volume. Yeah, so it's the best option for parents also. When the kid want to practice super hard, they can control with the volume. So this is the good thing about digital piano right now.
So like when would you advise people to get acoustic?
Acoustic piano. Usually for acoustic, I would say when you learn up to like above grade 3 or grade 5, that's where you can consider to get the acoustic piano because the kind of touch is still not 100% in flight into the digital piano kind of design.
Okay.
And then the feel is a lot different also.
Oh. Okay, this only musicians will know lah.
Yeah.
Nice. And these are the headphones available.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so we have mainly two types of headphone. One is for monitoring, and the other one is for editing, mixing, and stuff lah. So the best one and also the standard kind of the model that every producer use will be currently the Bear Dynamics, this model. Yeah, so this is the closed back design, and then they have the higher impedance. So mainly we have two types. One is closed back, one is open back.
Oh, what's the main difference?
Yeah, the main difference is closed back is for monitoring. where you can isolate a lot of the outside noise. So you'll be only able to hear inside lah. So and then it's good for recording because when you record, the mic itself won't pick up the leaking noise from your headphone. So the open back is more toward they have like the leaking sound. But the good thing about open back is actually also isolate, but you feel more open.
Okay.
Because you won't feel everything is trapped inside. So you have like more space, more air go in. So for this type is for longer kind of usage, around 5 to 6 hours. You won't feel tired on the ears. If this close back, everything is trapped inside, and then you wear it for like 1 to 2 hours, you feel like heaty and painful on your ears. Right?
So what's a good gift for boyfriends?
If they like to do listening and stuff, we also have this model, which is kind of high end for listening. They are like the neutral kind of impedance, which they support for the normal phone use, laptop use, or even if you want to go for recording, they also can change the calibration between these. So it's actually a neutral and multi-functions hybrid.
So what's the budget for this? Like,
This is around 1,001.
okay, wow.
Yeah.
1,001 is like AirPods only, right?
Yeah, AirPods only is. And then better sound than AirPods also lah. And
So what are the brands again just now? Biodynamic?
Biodynamics. We also have Audio Technica.
Oh.
We also have Sennheiser. And then the Austrian Audio and Mackie also we have.
Banyak lah,
There's
banyak lah.
a lot of options for you to try it on and decide which one you want to go for.
Cool. Let's go check out the guitar section.
Yes.
We are now in the
Guitar room. Yes, this is our acoustic guitar showroom. So basically we have a lot of brands lah, okay? But from beginners to like an intermediate range or to advanced range or to collector range also we have.
I'm very interested in the collector,
Collector
although I don't
range,
play it, right?
Some people they buy it for practicing and then buy it for performing. Also it's different lah.
And I noticed one thing though, like now people buy guitars as gifts.
Yes, correct. It's
Right?
a
And for very rich people,
yeah.
now giving guitars is a very classy gift.
Yes, correct. And some
I don't know
and
anything about it lah.
Yeah, because one of the thing is some of the guitar brand like Gibsons, they are from US. So right now the currency is
Yeah,
and then the value also is increasing a lot lah. So when you buy in good time, then you can sell in the good time. Then it's like a good investment also.
Okay, I'm not degrading music, okay? I'm just stating the facts. Okay. Okay, when I buy guitar, is there a proper way to store it?
There is actually when you buy a guitar, especially some of the model like this type, they are all solid woods. So meaning they don't laminate with the other woods, and then they are a little bit more sensitive to the humid issue, to the air and everything. So some people they buy a machine which is to dehumid the things. Or when you want to store, try not to store nearby the place where something like toilet or kitchen because they are high humid. So they might affect the tone and also the age of the wood when it's stay there for too long.
But Music Bliss also have maintenance services, right?
We do service, yes. We do service for guitar, we do setup for guitar also lah.
Okay, how often do you service a guitar?
Okay, when guitar, some things like when you play for a long time, especially in Malaysia, it's actually quite a high humid places. So the action actually will run a bit for the neck. Neck is something like this part. So the neck will actually run a bit. That's where you find it's actually hard to press and hard to play.
Okay.
Then you will need to send in for the servicing and also the setup. So we'll help you do the refrets and do the setup, and also we'll do the checking for the guitar for you. So this is the setup part for guitars. Actually, some people they also buy it just to put it there. They don't play. Like the collectors then they come back for setup. Then the customer tell me, oh, this one actually my feng shui master tell me I have to have a wood in this kind of places. So they just buy it to store there.
Wow.
I actually have some customers like this. Every once a month or maybe once 2 months.
But it depends on the frequency of playing also.
Yes, because
Okay.
you're
Okay, cool. So like I see some are with this thing. What?
Yeah, okay, so this is the pickups. So this is for, like I mentioned just now, this is actually for those people who want to use it for performance. Yeah, so this pickup is able to amplify the guitar sound to the performing speakers, to the Baha speakers, or maybe to the amp also.
Okay.
So people, when they want to play and sing, or they want to do like a guitar performance, they will require to buy this kind of pickups. Yeah. So
This is set separately. So meaning I can get a.
The one without and the one with.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay, okay, okay.
correct. This kind of pickups is interesting because it's like the mini mixer on your guitar body, you know. So you can adjust the volume of the guitar. You can even do the tuning of the guitar also.
But does it affect the value of the guitar then?
It doesn't actually. So with this kind of pickup, usually they are a little bit more expensive compared to the non-pickup one. But it's also very depends on the people also. Some people they don't like the guitar to have a hole here.
They want the pure,
They want pure like full size without cut.
full natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the main difference also lah.
Wow.
Nice, right?
What's the common mistake? Like maybe I want to set up a home studio or I want to set up a place or a music room for my kid, right? What's the common mistake?
Okay, the common mistake to do this kind of studio is without consulting any of our people or any of the experienced people lah. Because every place they build differently, so they will also need to check what is the position of their room, and then is it facing which kind of directions.
So when people come there, is it more helpful when they come with a picture of their room?
Yeah.
That would be better, right?
That would be better. So we can design where to put your speaker, where to put your amp. So the sound won't be travel like reflectively.
Okay.
So it will make hurts to your ears also.
Okay.
Because when you have too much of the reflective sound, the
blur,
sound like very blur.
So then, do you give advice on how to treat the space as well? Like the wall finishes, what you put?
We do, but we also can quote you a design for the acoustic paneling as well. But the panel itself, we don't really sell them, but we can advise.
Okay.
Advise the acoustic panel.
Okay. Because this is more of from a parent point of view. Like I want my kid to learn music, right?
Yeah.
So at least a room, but then best that it's not humid.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Then it's best if it has well ventilation. Then we need to look at the size.
Yes.
So if it's a piano, then it needs to be a certain size. It's
Correct.
So if a home studio for your own enjoyment, then it's a whole different one.
Yes.
So that one is a little bit more easy, right?
Then it's because you are
All digital.
All digital. Just you need to carry on the PowerPoint. Because I have a customer, they say their condo PowerPoint is a little bit weak due to their wiring design and stuff. So they wasn't able to support fully for the speaker. I have a customer that he encountered this issue.
Then it's okay. So when it's all digital, must we protect them?
Yes.
Like
if you have the budget
because sometimes the fuse go.
Yeah.
Right.
So some people they buy the power attenuator just to supply a stable power for the computer, for the speakers and everything. Just to make sure it doesn't have electronic noise. Yeah.
Wow, so deep this thing. Right. Anyway, thank you, man.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I'm your big fans.
Hey. No money also cannot come this. Okay guys, so now we are in ground floor and here there's two parts to it. So this side is the cool looking one. So you have all the guitars here and we have Dave here to kind of bring us around. So what do we have here, bro?
So this floor is mainly guitarist haven and bassist, even though they're the minority.
Is there a discrimination between I don't know.
Anything electric guitars, electric guitar effects, bass guitars, amplifiers, they are on this floor.
Okay, so I think this level is more of a musician kind of pavement, right, like you say.
Yep.
So when they come here, so what are the usual things that they will look for?
So if you're talking guitars, there is a wide variety of customers. They come in, maybe they're a blues player, maybe they're a jazz nut, they like rock, they like metal.
All different guitars.
All different style of guitars.
I sound like an I'm so sorry.
So yeah, because like some guitars, they can probably do the blues stuff, but maybe they are not capable of handling the heavy metal kind of sound. Some guitars can do everything, but then for some people they say, master of everything, but it can't do the little things properly. So yeah, there's different guitars for different
Do you have
things.
like examples that we can kind of show the audience a little bit? Because this one, okay, I assume these are.
Yes. So example, if you're looking at these guitars right here, right? you can see it comes with a certain brand of pickups, EMG. This guitar brand is called LTD, which is a sister company of ESP Japan. They specialize in guitars that are meant for this kind of music. So if you look at their artist roster, you got guys like Metallica, Slayer, all these really heavy rock metal bands playing this brand. And then we look at perhaps maybe a guitar that looks like this. So this is like more of a beginner guitar. This is like modeling after a Fender Strat style.
Okay.
So those guitars are more for like the blues nuts, the jazz, maybe a bit more of a classic rock, that kind of style. So it probably wouldn't sound as thick and big as that. That's the layman way of saying it.
But then what's the budget difference like?
Like this model I just picked up is more of a beginner style guitar. So this is probably about the 1,007 range, around there. So this is also, they purposely made the neck a little shorter. For small hands, you can't stretch as much. This is a bit more comfortable to play. The body is a bit more lighter. And then you can start hopping up. This will go to under 3K to over this side. This is a signature model. This is about 6,000. This is also about 5K. This is between 5 to 7K.
Okay.
And then it can keep racking
Keep
up.
going.
Yes.
Okay, if I were to get one of these guitars, right, what other things that needs to come in complementary with it?
So, okay, let's just walk this way first.
Okay, banyak benda ni.
The main core, okay, you will need an amplifier.
Okay.
Right? So this amplifier will amplify your electric guitar and the sound will come out through the speaker. So essentially, you can just get that and you're done. Of course, the amplifiers also, they range from doing one thing or providing you in multiple different tones.
Okay.
So the core sound of a guitar amp will provide is a clean sound.
Okay.
And then a distorted, that heavy sound. There are some amps that will provide the core tones and more.
Okay.
So those are more focused on the beginner. They don't know what's the difference between a clean sound, a mild crunch, a heavy distortion, or they don't know about effects, which you'll touch in a bit, right? Some amps also comes with all these effects. There are some amps that have all of it built in.
Okay.
Right? So you can explore as a beginner all these different tones and what they do.
Okay.
So yes.
So when we consider cost, right, this needs to be part of it also, not only
Correct.
the guitar, right?
Correct. So most people think okay, I'm going to set a budget of 2,000 for example, and the thing is only the guitar. But no, you got to think okay, maybe I'm going to put 1,000 for the guitar. Maybe I'm going to put 400 to 600 for the amp. Then maybe you might want to add certain little things like maybe the guitar stand, strap, this kind of little things. Maybe it needs to change the strings because the strings out of the box was not in a great condition. So maybe you got to add a little bit more budget to kind of complete the experience of playing guitar for the first time.
What's a right ratio for guitar versus the dan lain?
Okay, I like to think that you should spend the bulk on a really nice feeling guitar and a nice looking guitar. Basically, people buy things with their eyes nowadays, right? So if it feels good in their hands when they hold it, and it looks good, because if it doesn't look good, you're not going to pick it up and play the damn thing, right? I would say maybe 60% could go to that, and 30% could go to the amp. Then the remaining 10% is the little things that you want to add on to complete the experience.
So does brand matters a lot?
This huge topic.
Sorry, there's a YouTube channel you can click.
If you talk Malaysian market brand is everything.
Okay.
Right, when I show up to a show, right, I want the headstock to read a certain brand.
Oh.
Some people they don't want to play knockoff, tak ada style So for some people, brand matters. Number one in that sense.
Okay.
Image as the player.
Okay.
Number two can be resale value also. Right? If you get a knockoff or a cheap brand, that thing is not gonna resell for anything that you bought it for. At least if you get a reputable brand, at least you can sell it back at the cost you bought it for. Maybe it increases the value due to the value of that brand or particular model.
So what are the marketplace for selling?
Okay, so of course you got your Mudah, your Carousel. The FB marketplace is a huge thing now because
A lot of people do sell there.
marketplace, a lot of people maybe they don't know the value of their product, so you can get stuff really cheap there. Yeah. And next, there's a couple of dedicated Facebook pages. There's one called Jam Tank, which has been known since the Loyat forum days, and they moved onto a Facebook platform. So that's one of the big places to push secondhand.
So from a person that even if I put in 10K, I might get back 10K 5 years later when I enough with this hobby already, right?
Depending.
Okay.
Again, coming back to the
Brands and all.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct, yeah.
So if I were to be a little bit stingy in the first place, then I would lose all.
Perhaps, yes. And then of course, a Malaysian economy, your guitar can be at such a high value, but if anybody can pay for it. Alright, so besides the guitar and the amps,
Okay.
you think about this as your core things that provide tone. These effects pedals can be said to be the color on a painter's palette lah.
Fuh, cik.
So remember I was talking about to you about the amps that provide all these different effects, choruses,
Yeah.
reverbs, delays. These individual effects pedals will provide that. So these pedals, they just do one thing. For example, like what I'm looking at here, this is the boost pedal, this is the fuzz pedal, this is the noise gate to reduce sound. So each of these provide a different color to kind of paint your picture at the end. This can be costly, right? So like one fuzz pedal can be like 700 ringgit to 1000 plus. Certain specialized ones saying that I'm recreating the exact thing from the 50s could go up to 2000 ringgit, blah blah blah. For people who cannot afford the individual one, they will move to these things called multi-effects. So these are something that comprises all the effects in one box. Right, and they also provide something called a preamp. So example, in today's age, some people they don't get amplifiers.
Okay.
What they do is they get a multi-effect like this that has the preamp of the amp plus effects. So what they can do is they can even take a headphone out of this multi-effect. So if you're playing in an apartment, you already have the complete like set to fool around with. You can
Okay.
bring this out to record, you can bring this out to perform, you can be done everything within this one. And they're usually cheaper than buying individual storm boxes depending on the brand lah. So like you can get something for the price of like 1.6k over there at the back, the GE250, and you can really get superb and decent tones to work with at home, in studio or playing live. And then you got American brands like Fractal where one of these can cost up to 8,000. That will try to sound as close as possible as to the real thing.
So if I were to have space, of course the ideal setup would be this lah. But if I'm
The experience lah.
Okay.
Because you see, right, you can plug in a headphone, you can plug into your studio interface, use studio monitors, but the fun thing about guitar is, right, why we have fun on stage with those huge speakers, right, because when you play at those kind of volumes, right, the speakers push air. It's that feeling that gives you the, you know, when you play the guitar, zoom, you feel everything. Yes, it's a feeling one. Yeah, it's an experience to have the speaker moving air.
okay lah. So I think it's about different setting requires different,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily at levels. It's
Yes.
Okay. Right. Wow. No one described it like that before. Air moving. Full. So now okay, we move a little bit more to the investment grade lah.
Okay.
And like okay, so like the range of the guitar, the price, right? Like can you like tell us what's the range like? What's the tippy top?
Tippy top. So like tippy top, we actually have ranging between 60 over thousand ringgit all the way to about 90 something thousand ringgit. It's gonna depend on how old the company is, the reputation.
Okay.
For example, a company like Gibson Guitars, they've been around for 130 years. So that's number one. Number two, whether it is a standard production model or is it a custom shop or limited edition model, right? So for example, like this one here, this is a standard production model. Okay, this is ranging around 13 to 14,000 ringgit, and those are still considered like it's just a one part of a series in the entire catalog. So that's ranging from like 30 to 50k. From there is like limited edition run, special run, that kind of thing. That will be 50 and above.
Okay.
Depending, yeah.
So what's a budget like, right? Okay, for me, I need one piece for interior design.
Interior design,
Okay, so it's like a piece there
Yeah.
where musicians come in also, oh, you know your
Yes.
thing.
Okay. This one I will automatically go for the Gibson Murphy Lab series.
Okay.
Why is it called the Murphy Lab? Because it's headed by a guy called Tom Murphy. So his specialty is, right, he takes a custom shop guitar and he will relic it to make it look like the guitar from the decade. So for example, like you got a guitar from 1959. The way it ages and where the paint checks and cracks over the years, he will replicate that on a new instrument.
Or it's like make it patina like that lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we are going to just see like what's the right setup, right?
So this would be typical studio setup.
Okay.
Right, I was telling you like, you know, amps got clean and distortion. This has the same thing also. You can actually change the channel of the amp and you can get a nice clean tone. Or the beauty of a Gibson guitar is you can have a tone roaring like this. You can just clean things up using the control ports and the pickup selector and the guitar.
So like, musicians do come a lot here lah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like how often people buy one of these pieces like here?
Well, it also depends how much money comes in, right?
Yeah.
The plague of a musician lah, they say, right? Pantang nampak duit. The moment got money, right?
Oh,
I'm
itchy
coming
already.
here, I sure buy something already.
Okay.
It's typically like that. And then with collectors, of course, you can see them pretty often. They like to like catch them all, as I was telling you
Like
earlier.
Pokemon,
like,
yeah. So it's like an enjoyment lah.
Yeah,
They
that's
really,
one. Or it could be on a job-to-job basis also. For example, like a session player, he's playing with an artist he never played with before, and then he realized in his arsenal of things, he doesn't have something that can provide this sound or provide this particular color to the songs that the artist has in his catalog. So he will probably come here searching, oh, I need a particular chorus pedal to go for this song, because in this song the verse he uses this particular sound. I need to replicate that. So maybe they come and get that kind of thing.
Wow, what a deep hole, huh?
It's a deep hole.
Whoa!
We go drink tea, we can keep going on.
Oh yeah. Wow. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, cheers man.
Thank you so much, man.
Cheers for getting me rant about all of this.
Okay, this one just let's stay away. Okay, so now we are on the other side of their ground floor. So this is Kawai.
Kawai showroom.
Okay, so this is Melody. So she will be briefing us through. What space are we in now?
Actually, this is one of the first flagship store in Southeast Asia with most of the full range of the Kawai pianos.
I didn't know so canggih.
Yeah, ranging from digital to acoustic upright. Very front, we have the more beginners model, which is a portable series. It's called ES120. This is very popular. So it's very suitable for those who wants to start learning from like grade 1 to grade 3. And it's also very convenient because it's super light. It's like only like 12 kg. You can just like move it around. It's also good for practicing. So next is EDP series. So as you can see, it has a little bit more like a cabinet style. And it has also cover. So if you're concerned about dust at home and whatnot, this is also good lah. Yeah, this is also a beginner series as well.
And what's the price range like for this?
This is about 4 to 5. Yeah. So the highest spec one is the intermediate range, which is the CN. It has like more specs, better sound, more variety of sounds that you can choose from, and the key action is better. So it also is a cabinet style. From the outlook, it also has these covers. So people who are probably grade 3 and above, usually they'll look for like this series. So it has actually more colors. As you can see, there's rosewood here, black, white, and also this is very signature color. This is light oak. Yeah, it's actually a limited edition because it used to be only available in Japan. So now we're able to bring in, and it's very popular because especially the younger generations, they think this one is more like for the ID. Yeah. if you see the concept of this showroom, right, it's actually very Japanese Zen feel because Kawai is actually originated from Japan. Actually, this selection of colors, it's, I would say, highly recommended.
But so the colors does matter when it comes to pricing also?
The pricing for this is actually the same in this whole series.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the pricing difference only comes when it has a different specs.
So if like for I want to force my kid to learn piano, for example, I'm not forcing. So is it more advisable to get a prelim one or straight away get one of these?
It depends. If you are just starting out, you want to try out whether your kids is interested or not. I think would advise to get like the beginner series first. Yeah, because it's lower in terms of investment. Yeah, it's like 3 to 5K. You can get like quite decent ones. A digital piano, 88 keys. Yeah, but if you want to advance further, you can actually look for intermediate to the advanced premium range kind of pianos because the touch is better. Yeah, specs is also better. But of course, the pricing will be higher.
Go up, okay.
Slightly higher.
Then in terms of space, right? Like this one takes up bigger space then.
Yeah, so there is actually, for digital pianos, there are a few options. One is the portable ones that you can just easily carry around. The other one is the cabinet one. So most of it is actually less than about 1.3 meters. So I would say they are all quite standard. For this kind of cabinet style, it won't take up much space. Why people nowadays want to choose digital? Because it's lesser in maintenance. You don't need any tunings. Yeah, and then also noise-wise, if you want to practice at night, you just plug on using the headphones. Yeah, so it's more convenient lah.
Please do check the lift with a lot of
Lift
times
size.
they
Yes.
cannot go in. It's not like door you can.
For digital piano, you can actually tilt a little bit, it's okay. But for upright, the acoustic one, if the lift size really cannot masuk, then that
need to
will be
return.
an issue lah.
Return.
Yeah, digital one a bit more versatile lah. This is like the highest spec in digital, it's CA 901. So this costs about around 20k already. Yeah, because it has touch screen and it has the best key action, and also have the wooden soundboard and sound keys. So this is very good. The touch is similar to the acoustic upright piano, but you don't need the maintenance like tuning and all. If someone who wants to have a better touch similar to upright, but they are scared that upright because they cannot use headphone right at night and too noisy for the neighbors or whatnot, so they can actually choose a higher range piano, digital pianos.
So most of the customers who come in, where they stay landed or they stay high rise?
Mixture actually, yeah. But I would say for those with like bigger homes, they will actually go for maybe upright pianos because they have the space.
Okay.
And then they are okay with the noise. Yeah, because if you are in condo, noise is one of the main concerns.
Yeah.
So most of them will take the digital one or the hybrid one at the back. Yeah.
Hybrid.
So we do have a customer last time, I think from Mont Kiara. So he's living in a condo, a limited space, but he is of a very high level player. So he wants something that is very close to like grand piano touch. So I actually bought this NV10S. Yeah. So hybrid meaning that you can get the touch as close as like the normal acoustic piano, but the sound is produced digitally. So you can always plug onto your laptop to do recording, composing music. Yeah, you can actually plug it to your headphones. Yeah, so it gives the convenience to the customers when they are choosing like which kind of pianos to put at home.
You say no need maintenance this one?
Yeah, for digital it's less maintenance because for upright acoustic pianos, usually you probably need to maintain like every 6 months to do tunings and
That
checking.
frequent one.
Yeah, because we are in Malaysia, right? Humidity actually affects the keys. As you play, if it warms off and then if the humidity level is not controlled enough, minimally I would say 6 months to at least once a year you have to tune it already, else it will out of tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then like for commercial usage, right, like bars or cafes or schools,
Yes.
right? So do they also have?
Yes, actually, Sold Out Genting, we just had a collaboration earlier with Sold Out Genting, and they bought actually the Digi30. We did a collaboration, so we have some of our Kawai artists and ambassadors to perform there. Yeah, actually it's very popular for some of the music cafes or even like restaurants if they want to put there, whether is it for deco or maybe they have performances at night. So normally they will choose the digital pianos or the hybrid piano.
Any advice for like if I were to just want to get into piano, right? But like in terms of the space of the house before coming into big, that one I don't know, that one up to you, right? But the space of the house, like what are the common things that people always miss? They didn't think about how important it is.
We realized one of the case is one of the customer has actually a landed house and actually wanted to have an upright piano. Yeah, but I realized the stairs are too narrow to move up. So they have 2 levels at home, right? Yeah, so whenever they bought and then when we want to do delivery installation, I think then only we realize then it's a bit of a headache lah. But if during the sales process before you choose, actually can check with us, you know, like my house, my staircase is this, I want to move up to level 2, can or not? Yeah, if not, then sometimes you really need to, how to say, use the boom lift. If you have a big window, then
You go
have
via
to-
the
yeah,
balcony
via
in,
the
ah.
balcony in. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's another route lah.
Then if we were to move ourselves, does it require special?
If it's the very portable ones, I think no issue. Even the KDP, I think 2 guys can move around. But for the heavier ones, I would say, and especially for the upright, it's better to get professional movers. Yeah, because for uprights, there is keys and hammers inside that's already fixed to a certain specifications. So if you move around and actually you topple the piano in some ways, right, it will affect the alignments of all the keys and strings. so it's not so good for the piano lah. Yeah, and you will feel like, why sound a bit weird like that? So it's better to get professional movers, piano movers, to do it. You can always contact us as well.
So the moral of the story is the space in terms of quantity, quality also affects the choice of the piano lah.
Yes, depends on the size of the room. And if it's digital, it doesn't really matter. And I think most of people choose digital due to the convenience and less maintenance. And also, you can actually avoid making too much noise by plugging in the headphones. But if you are looking at upright, then I think acoustic sound treatments, as you see all these acoustic panels, it will also affect the outcome of what you hear in the room. So, and the size of the room does matter to what you're able to hear, because there's reflection of noise, right? So I think placement of the piano, like also just checking whether if you want to move up to level 2 or 3, if you have like multi-stories of inside the house, you need to check also like whether the delivery installation is possible to move around or not.
If your house big, no problem lah, right?
Yeah. yes.
Yeah lah. So that's why the next argument is like, I always have this audience who emailed me like, I want to buy a grand piano. Like, where do I put like? I don't know. Is it for showing off or is it for practicing? So I think the intent also matters. But anything, just do come over and say hi to Melody, then she will help you with everything lah. And wow, a lot of money lah. Okay lah. So I think that's all. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I guess that's all 4 stories, right? So many things going. I think it's truly like a music store for anyone, from a family standpoint, from a children, from trying to learn, from a professional and all. And you still have the one in KL.
So we actually have this store called Gibson Guitar Avenue by Music Bliss. It is located at the Star Hill. So that is to specifically house Gibson guitars. So Gibson guitars being such a prestigious brand, so it needs to be in a very prestigious place. So we actually picked Star Hill, and they also picked us together. So that's our flagship store there.
Cool. Therefore, I think thank you once again for hosting us today. So many things, right? And if you're trying to learn music, you're trying to get into music, you're trying to get into podcasting. Apparently, a lot of our media friends do come and shop for equipments here.
Yep.
And what I really like is the advice that they give lah. So in accordance to your space and your budget they give you the best thing. If not, you just buy everything online like me. I'm missing out what cable lah, missing one, I also don't know lah. So I think it's a very dangerous place to come because you will spend money. And I guess that's all. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.
Ciao.